Hey, good morning, friends. Becca Jones, Exit Realty Advantage, New Mexico. I'm here in my office this morning. Just wanted to offer a quick market update. It's the most often asked question when I'm standing in line at the grocery store and run into people. They'll say, hey, how's the market? Everybody needs to know, everybody wants to know. The real estate market is a good indicator of kind of how things are going across the board in terms of our economy and jobs market and things like that. And I can only speak for Los Alamos County in this update, as we're sort of in a little bit of a bubble up here in terms of our housing market. But I do think some of the trends that we're seeing probably mimic some things going on across the country. So I have 4 areas that I wanted to look at with you today and share. I'm a data nerd. I base my life around these numbers, and so they're important for me to understand. So this morning I want to look at market inventory and sales activity, average price per square foot over the last several months, average home prices, and then months of inventory. And this is particular to Los Alamos County. Okay, so let's look first at market inventory and sales activity. I have this little chart right up here that will kind of walk through and explain what we might be seeing. So over the past 6 months, we've observed fluctuations in the number of homes available and homes sold. The peak inventory that we had was in November 2024 with 44 homes for sale in Los Alamos and 39 homes sold. November was one of our busiest months in terms of closed transactions. However, in December 2024 and January 2025, the number of homes sold dropped significantly to 16 and 18 respectively. Well, inventory remained higher at 40 and 37 homes for sale. So this does indicate a slowdown in buyer activity during the winter months, which isn't terribly unusual across the country or in our market. For Los Alamos, though, you can see when the shift from a seller's market to a buyer's market happened. And that was right there in November 2024, when we had more homes hit the market and fewer sales happening. So we have some sellers who went on the market then in November when lots of other houses hit the market, and some of those homes are still sitting on the market now. One of the other indicators that we look at as brokers all the time is the average price per square foot. Pricing trends have shown some movement over the last 6 months. The average price per square foot for sold homes peaked in July and August 2024 here in Los Alamos at $324 a square foot, then declined through the fall, bottoming out at $272 in November of 2024. In January and this month in February, though I don't have that data yet, we are seeing a bit of a rebound. The prices have been climbing back to $305 per square foot in January 2025. So this could suggest a possible market correction as we move into the new year, but my guess is that it has more to do with the prices and sizes of houses that we have seen selling throughout this period. On average, smaller homes will have a higher price per square foot to get to their ultimate list price or sales price. And so when smaller, less expensive homes are selling, then that average price per square foot in the county is going to go up. When we have bigger and more expensive homes that are selling, that actually tends to push our price per square foot down overall. So let's look at this chart, the average home prices, which will help explain maybe some of that I was discussing with the average price per square foot. So in terms of average sale price, we saw a decline from a high of $661,000 in October of 2024 to $485,000 in January of 2025. So that's a pretty sharp decrease in the average sales price of homes in Los Alamos County. However, in January of 2025, we saw that the sales price of homes has steadily increased, and now we were at $784,000 in January. So this does indicate that higher price listings have entered the market, but they're not really selling. These are homes that have hit the market and what prices that they have hit the market at. The widening gap that you see in there between listed and sold prices suggests that buyers may be more price sensitive, leading to longer days on market for some homes. And we're seeing that trend. The homes that are in the $800,000 to $900,000 and up range they've been sitting on market for sometimes 120 plus days. So we aren't seeing much movement in the higher prices, priced houses. You can definitely see that when homes hit the market in that under 500,000 range, they're going a bit faster. The last graph I want to show today is the months of inventory. So one of the most important indicators of market condition is months of inventory. That number tells us how long it would take to sell the current homes on the market at the current sales price. So in July of 2024, we had less than a month's supply of homes on the market. That means they were going on the market and selling within a month. That inventory number rose in December to 2.5 months. That was our high for the year and going into 2025. And it's remained at 2.1 months in January of 2025. And that's if your home is priced well and there are an average number of buyers on the market. So while 2 months on market leans towards a seller's market, in other parts of the country, in Los Alamos, that is a big shift for us to go to less than a month's worth of inventory to over 2 months worth of inventory. And so that can signal that maybe we're starting to shift more to a balance between buyers and sellers. And in Los Alamos market, maybe even just a bit more on the buyer side. So what does all of that mean? For sellers, is it the right time for you to list your home? Is it the right time for you to sell? For you, it's going to be critical that you price your home competitively. In the last several years, sellers have pretty much been able to put their home on the market and name their price. And starting in 2020, they had, a bunch of buyers lining up to make offers on their homes and waiving everything that they could in order to get into them. That's not the case anymore. And so we really do have to make sure that we are educating our sellers on the importance of pricing appropriately to get buyers in the door and feel like they're getting a good deal on the house that they're buying. For buyers, particularly in the Los Alamos market, or if you have been looking to get into the Los Alamos market, with inventory levels rising and prices adjusting to accommodate that, now is really the time to explore opportunities in the spring market cycle, and especially in Los Alamos. We have over 50% of our workforce currently at Los Alamos National Laboratory that's living off the hill. If you would like to get anywhere from 2 to 4 hours back of your day and have been thinking that you might like to try to get into Los Alamos market to do that because it's closer to your job and the schools that your kids go to, then now is the time. This would not be the time to drag your feet about getting into the Los Alamos market. You may have room to negotiate, which hasn't been a common thing in our market the last several years. And if you're an investor, keep an eye on pricing trends. If the market continues to adjust, there may be some good investment opportunities coming up. And of course, I can help any of you with any of those needs that you have. If you're a seller, if you're a buyer, or you're an investor, I'm happy to help walk you through this market. It's constantly changing. It's fun. It can be a bit of a game. It can be a bit of a challenge, but I'm here to help. So reach out if you would like to know a little bit more. Have a good day.